everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I'm going to do something a little bit different. You know, most of the time I'm sitting at my computer desk with the big arcade games behind me. It's actually my breakfast area. And I have made hundreds of videos doing that. But I just didn't feel like sitting at home, but I did feel like I had things to say, so I thought maybe we'd try something a little bit different. I enjoy driving my little car, and it's still a good time of the year, even though I'm a spring and summer kind of person, and fall's my favorite time of year, actually. You know, it's pretty countryside, and I know a lot of people that watch my videos are from all over the world, and if I haven't ever told you this before, y'all, I actually get more people into my business from the United Kingdom and Australia than I do from the United States. And so, you know, I know different parts of the world definitely looks different. Anytime I get a chance to see somebody doing a video or something, I always want to look, you know, at the life that they're living, where they're at, and stuff of that nature. So I thought I'd do that. All right, y'all, what we're going to talk about is going to be PowerLead systems. Now, I'm talking about 2019. I'm going to talk about possibly some of the hype that goes with PowerLead systems with certain leaders and stuff like that I've seen it. And I'm not going to point anyone out. I'm just going to let you know what to look out for. And I'm also going to give you, in my opinion, solutions for your PowerLead systems business and making sales. And I got a car right on my tail, so I'm going to get over here in this lane. I hope I don't get a speeding ticket. If I do, I'll keep it rolling, I promise. That should be interesting. Okay, PowerLead systems, y'all. Changes for 2019. The biggest thing that's really taking place is going to be the pay source itself has got a swap up or a change. We don't have any pass ups anymore. And so that means every person that you get is going to now be commissions that you're going to be making, you know, every month for people using their tools. And you know, and for me personally, y'all, in the past, me always being a workhorse, there's been so many pass-ups that I've given up, 1 out of every 5. And you know, when you put in hundreds and hundreds of people, and then diamonds the same way, you know, I got 200 diamonds in the first 2 years alone. That's a lot of money that actually winds up, you know, going up to a pass-up. And though I didn't have a problem with that, I think it's great. It gives you, you know, the chance for you to want to build your team to make good money as well. But this way, to be honest, y'all, it gives you even more incentive because you get paid for what you do, absolutely 100%. So every person you get in gold is going to be a $20 a month, you know, residual income for as long as they're using their tools. For me, that's been 4 years. Can you imagine someone just showing me the link and me signing up with you, and I'm one person for 4 years that's been using these tools? And, you know, to be honest, they could sign me up for another 2-3 more years, and I'd be smiling from ear to ear because I know what PowerLead systems has meant to me and what it means to my businesses, not just PowerLead systems, but all businesses I do. It's my way of getting out to people. So, you know, so the changes itself taking place are not just for gold. Diamond's the exact same way. Every person you get in at Diamond is going to be, you know, paid $147 one time. $125 goes back to the people. $100 for you getting paid directly, and then $25 for if one of your downline winds up getting paid. So out of the $147, $125 of it goes back to the people. And to be honest, y'all, that kind of ratio is what really makes PowerLead systems so powerful. But I think a lot of people don't really get what PowerLead systems is about, and I've seen that in the past. I think it's one of the biggest turnoffs to the business is that people come in, they'll sign up with PowerLead systems, yet they don't really know what PowerLead systems is about. And saying that, you know, most people are really green when they come into online business, and one of their first thoughts is going to be, hey, I signed up, where is my link, and where do I buy traffic? And that is it. That's their mindset. And for PowerLead systems, to be the answer to any business means that it's vastly capable of doing a lot of things for you, from email marketing to doing broadcasts, right on up to, you know, showing you how to do paid advertising, Facebook, YouTube, making your landing page, sales pages, teaching you everything you got to know, plus creating duplication for your team, which is, to me, is one of the most important parts in PowerLead systems for anybody who wants to be a leader and branding you. There's nothing better than Power Elite Systems. So, with that being said, I think somebody brand new in green don't get that. And to be honest, I know that for a fact because for the first couple of months, I didn't know what Power Elite Systems really was. You know, and I didn't really try to use my own tools. I was getting people in from a sales funnel I was excited about. People were connecting with me. But to say that I knew what Power Elite Systems really was, I didn't. And, you know, and so now when I think about Power Elite Systems, I think of my viewpoint when I was green and first coming in, and maybe how these other people are feeling and thinking the exact same way. With that being said, y'all, let's talk about the percentages. When you come in as a gold member in Power Elite Systems, which means that you, I know you might get tired of seeing the tail end of this truck. Let me speed up a little bit. Here you go. It might be fun right here. Okay, but when you first come in as a gold member, y'all, $53 a month. Okay, that may sound like a lot, and I'll tell you the honest truth, I am not a payment kind of person. I don't like payments, I never have. But when you understand that you get 2 to 3 people signed up that are using their tools, you'll never have to worry about PLS again as far as payments because it automatically pays for itself. And I know that for a fact because all of last year and the year before, I didn't pay for anything. Doesn't come out of my credit card, doesn't do anything. All I'm doing is literally just getting, you know, rolling over from a couple of the people that have signed up that are using their tools and doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. So don't get caught up on the 53 a month part. Secondly, out of the 53, 30 of it goes back to the people. I mean, that's an incredible ratio if you think about everything that we're allowed to do, all the emails, the broadcasting, the campaigns, you know, all these sorts. Man, there's so many things in Power Elite Systems that I hadn't even touched or done, not including the share codes, not just the ones that you can make for your team and downline and or you know, whatever, whoever you want to give it out to, but for anybody. There is universal share codes, you know, it work for anybody. There's just so much that's available for your tools that the only one that winds up losing is going to be the ones that's not using their tools and know what it's about. That's the honest truth. All right, Diamond I told you about, 147, 125 goes back to the people. Platinum is going to be $497 one time, $450 goes back to the people. I mean, this is incredible ratios, y'all. Then you got Master Traffic Institute, which I'm actually one of the leaders that's been chosen to do the training for Master Traffic Institute. I talk a lot about branding, Facebook, and a little bit of YouTube and the sections that I did inside the training. You know, but you're looking at $1,000 commissions, and then for every time one of your downline gets paid, you get paid $200 just for them getting paid $1,000. And a lot of y'all don't know this, but it doesn't matter how far down these people come. If you know, if I've got somebody sponsored 15 down below, I don't know who they are. Of course I don't. They might have seen a video of me or see me in a Facebook group, and I might have influenced them to maybe go up, you know, into you know, upgrading and stuff like that. And that's great. That's what all the leaders and people in a group should do if you believe in the business, you know. And that 15th person, y'all, could wind up going, you know, all in. And if you're sitting there qualified in everything, Master Traffic Institute, you know, Platinum, Diamond, and then you're already a gold member, obviously, all that is going to roll up to you. And whoever between that 15th person and you way up here at the top, whoever it was Diamond or whatever, they would get that. But if they weren't Master Traffic Institute, which there's a lot of people who are not because it's not been out that long, you're going to get these overrides, y'all, that's going to wind up being $1,000 commissions or $1,400 commissions because of Platinum as well. There's just a lot of strength, y'all, that comes from being all in your business. And, you know, to be honest, I never considered Power Elite Systems as a primary business. I always considered it as the answer to whatever I was doing. And I loved Power Elite Systems, and I could preach it every day. I really could, and never get tired of it. But it was never really my primary businesses. But now with $1,000 commission, Master Traffic Institute can make, I think, a lot of people a lot of money that is life-changing income. So I will consider, with $1,000, a $400, a $100, and plus the weekly residual income altogether, it can be a sweet little package right by itself. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about, you know, what I consider hype and some leaders, and I'm not crazy about what they do, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. And I'm not saying everybody does that. It's nothing like that. The ones who are leaders who are often primarily, teaching or, selling power lead systems by itself, what I have seen a lot of times, y'all, is they wind up selling the answer. The hype of the answer itself is what gets people in. So there'll be a leader come in, let's say he or she winds up saying, y'all, look at this, look how much money I'm making, come through here, I've got my own pay source where I'm getting all my paid advertising through. They're not going to show you who they are, they're not going to tell you the name, you're going to go through them, and if you've noticed shortly after, they usually jack the price up because now he or she has got a following, and now she's making money off of that, so, or he's making money, so they're going to jack the price up a little bit so that you're going to pay more for that, and you still don't know who the source is that you're actually going through. And what happens is people believe the hype, and they wind up joining these leaders because most want to hide behind a sales funnel and get rich without people knowing who they are. That's their dream. They just, and when you realize that people join people, y'all, it really becomes to the point, whoever's getting seen, getting heard, and making the most noise are the ones that usually make it, which are going to be people that believe in what they're doing, that's, supplying the answers and solutions, and apply a lot of action. Those are the three things. So anybody that is trying to do anything different, you're going to wind up seeing, you're going to struggle severely. So when you do see these other leaders, if you really want to be like a leader, y'all, ask yourself, am I doing what they're doing? Now, what I teach y'all, and I have nothing against paid advertising, please understand that. I keep telling it until I'm blue in the face, whatever avenue you pick to get out to people is great. Just make sure that you master what you're doing. Take the elements that are necessary to do that avenue, whichever one it is. If it's email marketing with solo ads and getting people to connect with you that way, then you get good at getting them people to connect with you that way. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Just do not leave out the part that people join people, because if you do, you're always going to struggle. So I want you to keep that in mind. Now, secondly, some of the biggest leaders, which I will actually count myself to be honest, because I am pretty good in power lead systems. I've done really well and had some big teams over the years, and it's helped me really produce a lot for my different businesses as well. So what I want you to think about is, if we're not actually promoting power lead systems by itself, why aren't we? Because to be honest, I think a lot of people don't get power lead systems, and if you can take power lead systems and make that the answer to a business, to something that people love, why I'm doing Exitus Elite right now, or if you're watching this 4 years from now, I don't know what business we might be doing or pushing or whatever, but whatever primary businesses I'm doing, if I can make power lead systems the answer for that business, then think of how many people are going to get in because of me, number one, joining my business for the primary business and needing the tools. B, it's going to be the ones who are already in the business that love it, that don't have access to the tools. That's going to be a huge amount, y'all. You get into a business that has 1 million people in there, and you can start making a scene, getting heard, and just making really that becomes the big part of it. You can get up to 50 gold members without spending a dime just with the YouTube world, and I know that for a fact. I'm not just saying that. So if Frank Calabro, who was basically number one in power lead systems for years, if he wasn't promoting power lead systems directly, you got to ask yourself, why wasn't he? And when I'm not promoting power lead systems directly, you got to ask, why aren't I doing it? Because we have found that power lead systems by itself has a gray fog that most people have a hard time getting across. New people in particular, they want that sign up, here's my link, where am I going, get out to people, and that's it. That mindset that I usually constantly try to teach people that the answers to, if they really want to grow their business. And that's it. If it was the answer, y'all, I would be telling you right now, power lead systems by itself, get out there, it promotes itself, it does. But it really is, it takes a lot more work than that to get that to work in that way. There may be a couple leaders that do really well. I'm just telling you, know the difference between hype people falling for hype, because what I get, what you don't know, is I'm the one that gets to clean up. I'm the one that gets emails from people who said that I signed up with this leader, blah, 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 who was making a lot of hype videos, making a lot of hype scenes, and then they tell me they spent this much money, never got one person, never heard from the owner or from their sponsor really, and that what they really fell for was the hype itself. So that's something to think about, y'all. Power Lead Systems for 2019 is a beast of a business. I'm proud of it. Neil Geis, Michael Price, man, I could not, you know, I can't think of more respectful people. The Facebook group is a good Facebook group. You can go in there and ask you questions. There's enough leaders in there that's been around like me for 4 years, that's made incredible income. How much is residual income worth? From December of last year to almost November, I think I could count on one hand the number of videos I made. I was there to answer questions for, you know, downline stuff, but basically, y'all, I lived off of residual income from Power Lead Systems for almost all of 2018 last year, and I was not even really pushing Power Lead Systems, you know, at all. So if you want to know the strength and the power of Power Lead Systems and what residual income can do, and money like Master Traffic Institute, it is incredible income. So I'm going to end this video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed taking a ride with me. I might wind up doing this some more, just see how the results go on this, if people like it or not. And if you are not in Power Lead Systems, y'all, you know, click down below, take a look at it. I've actually got a sales funnel that I've made recently for Exitus Elite, and if you need to check that out, great. If not, if you want only Power Lead Systems, just click the Power Lead System button. It takes you to another page where I absolutely explain everything. Oop, I got in a wreck there. That would have been terrible. The car about ran out in front of me. Did you see it? I caught it too. Cool. That would have been good for insurance reasons, wouldn't it? But yeah, man, go ahead and click down below. Friend me on Facebook. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you in your next videos, y'all. Appreciate it.